Your workers' compensation coverage. Anyone who works for an employer in providing goods or services of a business may be considered an employee for workers' compensation purposes. Individuals who qualify as independent contractors for federal taxation purposes may still be classified as an employee for workers' compensation purposes. If you are a contractor and have a subcontractor working for you, you may be responsible for workers' compensation claims if that subcontractor does not have workers' compensation insurance. To avoid additional premiums because of work performed by subcontractors, obtain a certificate of insurance, verifying workers' compensation coverage from all subcontractors working for you prior to beginning work on the job site. A certificate of insurance verifies that the subcontractor has workers' compensation coverage of his or her own. Who's covered? Proprietors and partners of a company are not covered by their workers' compensation policy unless they elect coverage by completing a proprietor or partnership coverage form. Corporate officers and directors are considered employees of the corporation they work for and are covered by the workers' compensation policy unless they elect not to be covered. Generally, your WCF policy does not cover employees who are hired or regularly work outside of Utah. Coverage for these employees must be obtained in accordance with the workers' compensation laws of the jurisdiction where they are working. WCF may be able to help you find such coverage. Workers' compensation coverage provided by WCF may cover employees who are hired in Utah but are working temporarily outside of Utah. Premium and billing information. WCF, like all other workers' compensation carriers in Utah, uses the classification system designed and maintained by the National Council on Compensation Insurance. NCCI has established basic classifications for most types of businesses and industries. NCCI also assigns lost cost, or base rates, for each classification code. These rates are based on the loss experience of companies with employees assigned to this code. Premium calculation. The estimated annual premium is determined by multiplying the estimated annual payroll in each classification by the rate for that classification. A WCF auditor may review the policy during the coverage period or after the expiration date to determine the final premium. The policyholder will be billed for any additional premium due or be refunded premium paid in excess of the final premium. There are several possible adjustments to premium. Experience Modification Factor, or EMOD. EMODs are calculated for customers paying $3,500 in premiums for 2 of the last 3 years, or $7,000 in 1 year. The EMOD is calculated by NCCI based on historical payroll and claims cost information. Your company will retain this factor even if you change insurance carriers. For each classification, NCCI determines the expected claims based on your payroll dollars. If your claims were higher than expected, the EMOD will be higher, resulting in a higher premium. If your claims were less than expected, your premiums will be less. Schedule Rating Adjustment. Available to WCF customers, Schedule Rating provides a discount or a surcharge based on your workplace safety programs and risk characteristics. For some employers, the actual payroll and rates for the assigned classifications may not generate enough premium to cover the costs of providing insurance. A minimum premium of $400 is charged for these policies.